Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie and I'm here to do the monthly reading for the sign of Virgo for July. I know I'm late, way behind. It's a health thing. I'm lucky I'm sitting here at all. I'm really pushing it. But anyways, we won't dilly-dally with this. Well, I'll fix my glasses here just a moment. I'm just glad that I'm even here right now, if you want to know the truth. Really glad. Oh, my glasses. Oh, my God. How did they get dirty? Well, I never touch the lenses, but it's that new stuff they make them out of. It's like not a glass lens. They're plastic of some kind. Huh? Little Tony's mummy. Oh, my God. It's been ages since I've seen you. How is everything going? It's been a long time since you've been in. I hope you've been all right. Oh, I'm not good though. And people in the group are going to get mad at me because look, I need something else. I need something else to wipe them down with. I'll be right back. Oh, watch it, sweetie. Watch it, baby. Let's see here. Come on, open. Come on, side. Open. Okay. Bring out the heavy guns. That'll help. Oh, I'm so glad everything's really good. That's wonderful. These are so hard to get started. Come on now. Come on. I just want to clean my glasses so I can begin here. I don't want any obstructions like a bit of a dirty line, anything in front of my, because it takes nothing to make me dizzy. So, oh my God. I didn't know I was going to have to clean them. When you just even a piece come out, please. And I don't want 4 or 5 chunks of it. I want one little piece. That's all I want. Oh, damn. Look at this. And I'm trying to do it in a hurry. That doesn't help. It just made a mess. Now I got to shove them all back down in there. Come on. Get in there. There, I think. I think. Yeah. They really are. If you get it started once, they're beautiful. You just pull on them and they should come prepared, packaged with one pulled up in the middle already started. So, but my God, this stuff works good. I had company here one night. My laptop was over the coffee table on the other side of the room. I have a kitchen, living room open concept. And my friend's husband, I looked over and he was sitting. I never minded him sitting in my chair or using my computer. And next thing I see him moving, and I look. He's going like this to my screen, my computer screen, and over the camera lens. And I'm going, no, what are you doing? Oh my God. And you're using what? Oh my God. But you know what? I was ready to buy a new laptop because I couldn't get my camera screen to clear up. It was getting more and more blurry. I used to wipe it down. I used to clean it all the time, but not with something like Clorox. And you know what? I turned my camera on after he did that. It hadn't been that clear since I bought it when it was new. And I was blown away. So I used I'm not kidding you, camera lenses. Your glasses. My glasses they're spotless. They're spotless. Your TV screen, your computer screen, your computer camera, even your regular. I've got a big boy. I call it the big boy camera, big DSL. And I have a 35 millimeter as well. And I use these on the lenses when it's needed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The job that it does, couldn't ask for more. I'm moving real slow tonight, guys. Those of you get bored and you want to leave, go ahead and leave. Come back later when it's all done. I don't care. I really don't. But it's always nice to see people in here. Hi, Marisol. How are you? Yeah. Anyways, here we go. I'm trying to get comfortable. Let's begin the shuffle. This is for Virgo. Virgo's my moon sign. So I pay attention to this as well. Not just read it, but I try to take it in for myself as well. Well, the bottom card, I don't normally do this. I don't do pop-outs or unless they're really unusual. But the bottom card, I'm liking this. Let's say it's for Virgo. Okay. This is the card that is sitting on the bottom. The 10 of Cups, what we refer to here in Tarot land is the happily ever after card. A very, very, very good card. Very good. So, it's your rising. Okay. I've been better, but I'm okay. I'm still alive and kicking, Marisol, if you see me here. This is for Virgo. As I said, I'm a Virgo moon. But in so many ways, I'm not like a Virgo. All the Virgos are, and this is the truth, all the Virgos, and I've heard other Virgos on here say I'm not like that. But all the ones I've known in my life, they're clean freaks. Neat freaks and clean freaks. I mean, you could pull out their stove or fridge and you wouldn't find a speck of dust under it. Their homes are sterile. That's what somebody else says. That's not clean. That's being sterile. And they've all were that way. They're very organized. And they're very contemplative about what they're doing and the things that they're doing. So, I don't even do my Venus. I have no idea what my Venus is. It's like, when are they going to stop adding these planets on? You know, so. But this is for Virgo. But Virgos, as far as likability and people-wise and that kind of thing, they're some of the nicest people you could ever meet. That's been my experience. You feel your Virgo rising is stronger. Isn't that something? Wow. This is for Virgo rising. But they really are the nicest people you could ever want to meet. They're just reasonable and they're calm. Not always the brightest, maybe, but the ones that I know, but they're really easygoing, nice people. Very pleasant to be around. And we're doing the roll through, so I'm going to do 2 more, and then I'm going to cut the deck, and we will begin your monthly reading. I'm sorry, like I said, for the late date. I only got 2 done. I think it was Thursday night or Friday night. I want to get 4 done. I got through 2, and at the end of Leo, I was like, whoa, I got to go. I didn't even do my normal shutdown routine. I said, good night, click. I was gone. So, and this is my first chance coming back. And, you know, the group, I've got an exceptional group. We have, Beafande Fortunes has an exceptional group. You want to talk about support and encouragement. They've got staying power when it comes to me this past year. Part of last year and into this year has been one thing after another. And they were like, screw the readings. Like everybody, it's not everybody because there's a couple thousand people in there. But, you know, there was quite a handful. They said, forget the readings for July. Never mind the reading. And I'm like, but it's my birthday month. I really want to know what's going on. You know, this kind of a thing. So. Yeah. 1 more, and then I'm going to cut, and we're going to begin. We're 10 minutes in, and it still hasn't started yet. Come on, Natalie. But I'm not moving fast for anything or anybody. If I move too fast, that's going to kick off a spell. So I'm doing things. I'm okay in the moment to be sitting here, or I wouldn't be sitting here. It was touch and go. Put my cards up. Let them sit there for a bit. Open the boxes. Put the cards out. Get my pendulums and my selenite and set them where I normally set them. Pull the smudge bowl over. Get a feather, there are big long pause in between each thing. I got a cup of tea, haven't drank any yet. Even that's going to be slowly done. Okay. That was a weird, I got to do this again. Let me roll it through again because I don't know how that happened. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Here we go. Now we'll cut it. Here we go, Virgo. And we shall begin. I'm going to bring the camera down. You can watch the layout. Don't try to talk to me when my camera's down because I can't see what you're saying. Can't see what you're saying. You might think, I know some people think I'm ignoring them, but they're not putting two and two together. My head's down. I'm looking at the cards. It's not looking at the chat box when I'm reading. I just can't do both. I have to stop one or the other. Anyway, here we go. Alrighty. Beautiful. Virgo, your overall energy for the whole month is a 10, but it's a good one. 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. It's a very, very auspicious card. Really. Second card is your wealth and your finances, and wealth covers the other things in life that make you feel whole and fulfilled and content and complete. Wealth of health, wealth of friends, wealth of family, wealth of love, wealth of support, wealth of bad luck, good luck. It goes in many areas. And what did you get? Oh, why are you bringing this up for beautiful Virgo? You know, there's the 9 of Swords is one of the cards that I really don't like. The Knight of Cups is another one that I really don't like. Any of the 5s I really don't like, but the card that I like the most. And I work at really seeing, quote unquote, if you get what I mean, seeing this card when I see it. It's in your wealth and finances. It's the 5 of Cups. And there's the prompt, and that's why I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it's the worst card you could get. All the 5s, they're the worst cards. Please don't give me any more in this reading. Please don't give me any more. Now, the next card represents your home sector, your private life, your friendships, your relationships. You got the Knight of Swords. He's a street fighter. He's a street fighter. He comes with drama. So there's a little, who is this reading for? There's a lot going on for some Virgo out there, or maybe it's more than one, and it could be. But if it wasn't for this card here, it's the best one so far, and it's a damn good card. And I'm getting a good vibration off of the 10 of Pentacles here tonight. It's always a good card, but it's stronger than normal tonight, and I'm going, thank you for that. Because it's going to weaken the effect of this. It'll lighten it. Fourth card, we haven't even got to your challenges yet. Here are your challenges for the rest of this month. If there are to be any, well, that's not bad. King of Cups. Maybe your challenge is having understanding. Maybe your challenge, because that's what understanding is the prompt. And maybe some of you finding yourself in a situation you're having a hard time sliding into an understanding spot because your anger and your frustrations with somebody, they're riding forefront and center here. And that may be the challenge, is trying to back up a little bit, trying to calm back down, trying to find a different angle or a different way of looking at something. All right? That way you won't be seen as somebody so quick to judge, so quick to jump on somebody. The final card, which is card number 5, and it's one of the most important cards. It's subtle, but it's powerful. It's your message from spirit. And Spirit brings forward in this reading for you the Two of Pentacles, and this represents options. Some people, some of you, remember it's a general reading, you may cuss and swear over having options because you find that you're one of those people, you don't like to have to make a choice on things. You don't like those kinds of decisions. You'd say, I'd rather not have any options. Why can't it be one thing? One thing. And then there's none of this, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? There's only one way to go, and then I have to go with it. But when there's options, and the rest of you are thinking, options, I feel wealthy if I've got a choice. This is great. So it depends on who you are. All right. So there we go. Here's your spread for the month. Now we're reading a little further to see what the heck's going on here. And we use the book as a reference for the generic meaning. I usually, 50% of the time, I will read it verbatim, and sometimes I don't. So, and for those that are new, yes, I smoke. You don't like it? Switch it off. Go away. Go away. The Aquarius reading. I already have another friend that's waiting for the Aquarius reading as well. But let's begin here. We're almost 17 minutes in. This is just the start. With the 10 of Pentacles, I'm feeling this card's carrying more of a punch than it normally does. But a punch in a real good way. A loving punch. But you won't feel it. But you will see it in action. There's something coming to an end. And this ending is leading to a brand new beginning and in something. Not anything in particular that I'm seeing, but in something. However that reflects to you, you got something new starting, a new beginning of some kind. And the old way is, you're shutting off the old way. The old ways of doing things. You're dropping, could be something simple, but yet challenging, is dropping habits. That could be a change. You could have maybe had an opinion about a certain situation for a long time, and you were really strong on that opinion. And now that's changed suddenly, and it's a sudden change. Whoa. You get more information, changes the water on the beans, as the saying goes. Now we're talking different. All of a sudden, the way that you thought and you believed and you stood by it is now just turned to liquid and is floating off somewhere. Because now you've got another perspective on the situation. So the old way of thinking and believing going, and it's old, it's stale. And this puts a new twist on something for you. It totally is jarring, the difference from where you stood on a situation or a matter before to where you're going to be. It's like a politician crossing the floor. You know what that means? When a politician crosses the floor. That's that jarring. People are going to be surprised. Though there's only going to be a few that know about it, that they're aware of it. And they're going to be looking and going, say what now? She what? He what? It's like you go to the other side of something and people are surprised and they're shocked. I don't know what it is. I'm not being shown, not even an inkling of what it is. Let's look at the generic side. Maybe it will give us a bit of a clue. Who knows? Who knows? And if you think of it, you guys, for the algorithms for the YouTube system, could you click thumbs up or thumbs down? Either one. Doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. Because it's not whether it's liked or it's the fact that it got that attention. So many people clicked down, so many people clicked up. They go by the numbers. So, and I'd be very much appreciative. Thank you very much. It'd be your good deed for the day. My mantra now, and I usually try to sign off at the end of the readings, is embrace the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's the secret to a peaceful world. But it's too simple. Anyway, that's a whole other subject. When this card shows up for you guys, Virgo, good luck's going to be coming in your direction. And you're probably, more than likely, chances are good, You're going to be celebrating something like a windfall or some other an unexpected bonus, like a financial one. And you're going to feel deep appreciation for the stability that this is going to bring you. A family gathering could be in the cards for some of you, and why not? Because restrictions are starting to be lifted. So people, that's the first thing you want to do is see their friends and their family that they've not been able to for a long time. There's going to be a lot of that going on. But the family gatherings for somebody, and I always find this kind of comical, is probably not in reality, but being on the outside looking in, sometimes things look comical. It's because you don't have anything at stake. But those that have a family gathering or gathering of friends and family, some kind of a gathering that's meant to be in good spirits, it's meant to be out of love and attention and affection and all kinds of things like that. Usually with family gatherings and extended friends you treat as family, a group coming together, the food flows, the drinks are flowing, the music's flowing. But some of you have a relative or relatives like an aunt and an uncle, Uncle Bill, Aunt Em, and you can never see eye to eye on everything. And every get together, there's a debate. You're starting to feel resentful and you're having second thoughts. I don't know if I want to go. I don't want to hear this. But you go because there's more people that would want you there than wouldn't want you there. So you go out of obligation. You tell yourself, just hold on to the strength. Ignore. Don't take part in a debate. But here's the thing. This get-together for you, Virgo, is going to be done in the spirit of love, acceptance. Everybody's going to leave their weapons outside the door. They're not bringing any in. There's not going to be any debates. There's not going to be any arguments. You're going to be able to actually feel the love in the atmosphere of the room. Whoa, I'm going to start getting choked up. Everybody will be truly accepted the way they are. There will be no judgments. And this will move you the way it's moving me. Sorry, I never planned on this. I didn't see this coming. You know. So that's going to happen for some of you, and that's a beautiful thing. You'll all come together in love. That's the way it'll be. It'll be beautiful. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I got teared up. I hate when that happens. I never planned it. Oh my God. These are good tears. Good ones. Really, they are. I like to give you guys your keywords and advice from the book as well. I can't even see straight. Oh my God. But it's family coming together in the guise of love. It really, in every way, shape, and form. The advice, you're to appreciate the special bonds that you share as a group and the love that comes with it. Okay? There could be a commitment made at this gathering. Maybe you, Virgo, or it could be somebody else within the family line. They're announcing their wedding, their commitment of love to each other. It could be two people planning that. Now, your keywords are family and celebrations, generosity, money, luck, completeness. The final word is love. Whew. 25 minutes in, we've only got one card, and it just ended up on the floor by my dog, and he loves them. Little Bear believes that eating tarot cards is one of the best treats he's ever had. He loves them. Now we go from that high of that love down to the depths of despair with this card. But I will try to look beyond it and see what's behind all that. Because this is not a bad reading. It's an interesting reading. There's lots going on here. But in your wealth and finances, some of you may discontinue the work that you've been doing as far as your flow of income. will be changed. It won't be nil. It won't be none. It's not like that. But some of you love what it is that you do, and you may come to the 10, the end of a job. It could be a contract where you know there's going to be an end, but you're still not happy about it. It just shows somebody having to release something and let something go. And you're feeling really sad over it. Somebody may be forced into retirement due to health reasons as well. But the Five of Cups is just really, bear with me. You're one biatch, Five of Cups. You really are. You're a biatch. The card is revealing sadness for some. Could be due to the loss of a relationship or work or friendship. Maybe even bereavement. Not to say somebody's going to die and then you're going to go through grief, but this is something that's already happened. This is the aftermath, the after effect. That some could be feeling bereavement over something, not necessarily life and death, but it could be over something that leaves you feeling that way. It's just that simple. Hello, Tiffany. Welcome. Unlike the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups shows a natural moving on. It really does. It's in a way that you plan it. You go through the motions and you're planning to get to the point where you can walk away and leave something. This card often reveals an unexpected break. This could be from a person or a job or a friendship or where you live or where you go. Maybe you have a place that you go to meditate, hang out, and it's beautiful, and they're going to pave it over and put a parking lot in, and maybe you're really attached to the area. Although legally, I don't think they can't do that on the water lines, but still, something like that where you're giving something up. Another meaning of the card, it could swing this way, that you're unable to let go of your past. You could be haunted by guilt or haunted by regret. There's no resentment. It's guilt or regret. It's just that simple. And you're haunted by it. You can't go back and you can't change. What's done is done. If it's a situation that you go, oh, yes, I can, then do it. Why are you letting yourself be tormented this way? Please, Virgo, think it through. Take some time. Take some deep breaths. Calm your mind and think about the situation again. The advice of this Five of Cups: look for and accept support. The situation, for whoever it applies to, any situation you're in, is not completely hopeless. But there'll be lessons learned. You won't walk away empty-handed. There will be lessons learned. You'll have more insight into people, places, situations. Here's your keywords: unhappiness and dejection, negative thoughts, confusion, hurt, disruption, and feelings of abandonment, feeling kind of alone in whatever it is that you're going through. You could be feeling alone. I'm sorry for that. Thank God that one's done out of the way. We got a little insight with that one. And money isn't everything. I'm just hearing that. Somebody needs to hear that, even though you know it and you've heard it a million times in your lifetime. People saying money isn't everything. Money doesn't make you happy. It doesn't buy happiness. It doesn't, that kind of a thing. And yes, you're aware of that, but you needed to hear it again. So I'm hearing this is all about, it's what I'm hearing for July. Right on top of that card, I'm hearing it, that you may have to stand back a bit in your own life and become more of an observer than a participant. That means that situations and people are out in front of you. And it's a good thing you're able to stand back and watch objectively. And you're going to go through some interchanges here in your ideas and your thoughts, your opinions during the month. what you started out in the old ways and the way your life has been all this time. It's been going on for years. You've been a certain kind of person, your outlooks and all of that. Some of that's going to change during the month of July for a couple of you. The next card we have is showing a little bit of turbulence going on at home here, or at least within your circle of people. With the Knight of Swords, he represents drama. He represents drama. He's wielding that sword as if he's saying, how you doing? Really, you know? So, but he is determined, and he's always ready for a battle, this guy. He's always ready for a battle, all the time. Where he goes, drama follows, or else he's pulled into things like drama. He's always ready to fight for the underdog. He is always ready to be the hero in the picture, you might say. He's an action-driven knight. He doesn't waste time with bullshit or talking things through. Boom, he just takes action. Gotta watch him if there's somebody like that in your life. He always seems to bring a whirlwind of drama, confrontations, unexpected blocks, disruptions to your plans, and in relationships. He can leave the scent of insecurity and arguments. You've got a fight on your hands. There's little that you can do to avoid the upheaval this is going to bring. Whatever this energy of the Knight of Swords brings, it's meant to be. It's part of your future, part of your destiny. Well, that real life is like that. It doesn't just go a calm, even balance of energy where there's never even a blip. It's not real life. Real life, you just have to don that energetic armor and be ready at any time for anything, especially with the way the world is these days. We're all on edge. We're all watching. We may be smiling and laughing, but our eyes are scanning and we're always more aware now than we've ever been before with everything that's been going on. And it keeps getting worse, not better. If you ask me, I'm looking ahead and I'm going, if things go the way I see them, it's not good. This is crazy, and it's more than one thing. But you'll be like the Knight of Swords, always ready. You're always at the ready, no matter what. That's a good way to be, but you can't let it rule your life either. To be in that stance of I'm ready to take on the world all the time. You can't live that way. I mean, you just can't do that. On the good side of it, you're going to know with this energy exactly with whom or what you are dealing with. You're going to have it on the ball. You're going to be able to see things for what they really are, untarnished, nothing covering things up. Everything, there's a feeling of exposure around you. You're seeing things. You know, it's like Superman having that penetrating eyesight. You could see through things. It's going to kind of be like that in a way, only be your intuition that's doing it. Avoid being drawn into any more drama than is necessary. Don't get involved any more than it's not, only when you absolutely have to. That's easier to say than to do. Try to take any setbacks that you have, try to not take them personally. And with some people, leave them to stand on their own and what they've created because it's their fight. It's not your fight. Battles, confrontations, stress, unstoppable force, manipulation, immaturity, and instability are the key words. The next one, challenges. What the hell? Why are you being so stubborn here, Virgo? Some of you are being very, very stubborn. You don't want to be understanding. You're afraid that if you're understanding with other people and situations, what's going on, I understand. They see that your understanding, your compassion for them could be seen as a sign of a weakness. So nice, Virgo. People take that. A lot of people see you that way. Because you're not really the type that gets involved in situations that are negative and bad, as far as arguments and disassociation and fraternizing with the enemies. And you're usually not involved in situations like that. You do things to avoid that kind of energy where you get sucked into it and pulled into it. And you really are. Most of the time, you're a very understanding person. No doubt about it. Very understanding person. He's a good card. The King of Cups, oh yeah. He's one of the good guys. There's no way of getting around it. So, where's my tea? Don't bite my feet, Bear. I got my little babies underneath by my feet. One thing about this king, he's like almost like if there's such a thing as a perfect man, he's a perfect man because he's got a lot of integrity. He has a high honor as well on everything he does. He does the right things in the right ways for the right reasons. He's extremely sensitive. He's devoted to his friends and devoted to his family. And yes, even his career, because he's made a pact, taken an oath, made a promise. And he makes a commitment. This guy's loyal for life. Every now and again, though, he pulls off on his own, takes some alone time. He may have seen or witnessed something or been part of something that he's not completely understanding. And he needs to understand everything very deeply. He may take alone time so he can sort through things. If you're resonating and this card is resonating for you, the king is indicating that you should really work at finding balance and empathy with others while still being fair to you. You can be there to help other people, but you don't shortchange your own energy. You've got to hold on to something for yourself. Remember that. He also represents for somebody the ideal male partner, the advice. Follow your emotions, but don't feel that you have to explain your feelings to anybody. You trust in yourself that you are right because you are. When it feels right, it feels right. Don't let other people's words push that out of you. When you feel it in your gut, it's part of your intuition. You can smile politely and let on like you're listening and interested and thank them and move on. Don't let anybody do that to you. Your keywords are fairness and empathy, sensitivity and loyalty, maturity, commitment, and honor. All right? Don't stop being you, Virgo. This card represents a lot of what Virgo's all about. It really, really does. It's true. The last card we have is the Two of Pentacles and options. This is your message from Spirit. So, Two of Pentacles, eh? For those that are new and those that, not that it matters, Pentacles my favorite suit out of all the suits. It truly is. It's certainly not Cups. That's an emotional suit. Represents emotions and love and whatnot. And usually that's a whirlwind of activity. And it's not always happy and good. But Pentacles, they're usually good. You got options. Like I said, some will embrace the idea and get excited that they're not being forced or being cornered into taking something or doing something. You're actually going to have choices here. Choice is going to be yours, but you got to pick one or the other kind of thing. The two is showing that there's a decision that's underway for some of you. You're considering some things, like your options on a situation. You're rehearsing all the possible outcomes. You're visualizing the big picture. Rather than actually taking any action at this time, you're still waiting. The choice could concern jobs, places to study, potential new homes, or where to travel. But in personal finances, there could be some demands on your resources. You might find yourself juggling your income and expenditures. All right? To keep the books balanced, just don't go there. And don't do that. If you feel it's some area of your financial sector is a little weak, don't do that. If you do because you have to, the good thing is it's not going to go on for 6 months. within a month and a half, 2 months, you'll be back on par again if you have to. But why take on that extra stress if you don't really need to? Only do this if it's extremely needed to be done. Then you cave and you do it. There's a sacrifice that you pay, kind of a thing. The advice: you pay attention to the details of any financial agreements or even offers. And look for the long-term benefits. Look at the bigger picture. I always say that with everything. Look at the bigger picture. Don't look at the short-term gains. Don't look with what you're going to get. Somebody says, well, if you sign this or you agree to this, I'll have this to you tomorrow. No, I don't want that tomorrow. I got through today and yesterday and the day before, okay, without it. I can wait for the big picture. I'll wait for the long term because that's going to be what pays off for me. So don't let anybody talk you into anything any differently. And the keywords here are choices in property, finances, balance, judgment, contracts, and details. Details. I'm not done. This is from the Green Witch Tarot. I pull one card from this. That if Tarot and Spirit, the powers that be, have another message that they'd like to present to you, let it be done during this shuffle. One more thing, if you could say to Virgos, what is it you'd like to say? One last thing. Two more, and then I'm cutting the deck. This is for Virgo. Any Virgos or Virgo cross watchers that are viewing the reading, send the message out to them. Here we go. The Queen of Wands. Not a bad card at all. It's quite beautiful. The Queen of Wands. And bear with me. I just started really using them. I've owned these a couple of years. They're still just like new. They're very slippery. And this book usually drives me crazy. It really does. It drives me crazy. It's not broken in yet. It's hard to handle it. And each sign, there's 2 to 3 pages that it covers. It drives me crazy. So we go right to the full meaning of this gorgeous, gorgeous card. Now, you have to look for this in the picture. Hyacinth stands for kindness, represents kindness and optimism and happiness. It's in a vase on the bench. You can see it there. A golden oriole, a symbol of optimism, energy, and enjoyment of life, is in the bush. Right there. The meaning of this card: optimistic, practical, sincere, loyal, creative, kindly, eloquent, insightful, expressive, imaginative, clever, self-confident, channeling energy, independent, strong-willed, a good planner, gracious, and friendly. It sounds very much like Virgo. Your keywords for this are practical, channeling, energy. You let the good come in and the bad go out. It's what you do as far as the energy goes. And that, my dear Virgos, was your reading. I'm sorry it was so long, 45 minutes to get to it. Jeez. And that is that. It doesn't look like a bad month. It looks like there's some new things going down for you guys. If find yourself in a foreign situation or something that you've never been in before, give it half a chance. Just because something's new doesn't mean I don't know what that is. So I'm not even gonna acknowledge it. I'm not gonna go there at all. But you're gonna have to. If you want to continue to grow or you want your life to be stagnant, Be a little more daring, Virgo. A little more aggressive, a little more daring is what you need to be. So anyways, that's it, guys. That's 3 I got done, and it's only taken me almost a week here. So I'm going to move right into the next reading, which is going to be for Libra. Libra, lovely Libra. Libra's my rising sign, so we're going to see what's going to happen there. Please, you have a little pocket within you. It's your pocket of peace. You keep it full at all times. That way, when it's needed, you can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. Make integrity your number one intention of all your intentions. I say visualize this very narrow path and visualize a big fat boy Harley. Jump onto it. Grab a hold of the handles. Let it go into gear. Let it go up this very narrow path. You ride it with confidence. As long as you hold on, you'll be all right. You got narrow paths like that here on Earth. They can be hard to maneuver. You can slip off, meaning you could lose your integrity here and there. You could push to the side here and there. Always keep your integrity forefront and center of your life in every aspect. And the final thing I have to say is embrace. Embrace, embrace the golden rule. Live the golden rule. Maybe you'll be able to see a payoff down the road for it. That for all the tolerance and all the patience that you have with the world and with people, it might just pay off for you. But it's the answer to peace on earth is the golden rule. It's so simple. Makes me angry when I think about it, why people can't do that. Sometimes it's okay if you bite your tongue with other people. It's because they're different or they don't agree with the same thing as you. Set an example for other people when it comes to that. But try to embrace the golden rule. You're welcome. You're very welcome, Marisol. And Little Tommy's Mummy, Little Tony's Money. Not yet. Hi, May. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's been beautiful. So that's it. That's pretty much it. I think that's it. If you want to join the group, please do. Just click subscribe, click the notification bell. You won't be guaranteed to receive notifications through YouTube. Their system has been going around and extracting people's subscriptions from their list. You may be with Bea Fundy Fortunes a month. You may be with me 6 months. But then one day you go, why haven't I seen any readings from Bea Fundy Fortunes? And you go in, you look at your list. Bea Fundy Fortunes has gone off your list. Maybe your favorite makeup channel, your favorite cooking channel. There could be a handful of them all gone. But if you don't want that to happen and you love or hate Facebook, doesn't matter to me. But we do have a group on Facebook. That's where I'm comfortable. And it's full of a couple thousand people that are just like me. And they're just like you too. And the reason I know that is because you're here. And if you weren't like me and like them, you wouldn't be here. So, but the good thing about the group is you get your notification, like tonight before I went on, put notified a group, you know, that we're live now. We're doing the Virgo reading right now. And people just have to click on it. It's a link. It takes them right, brings them right into the reading. And the other thing, it's a closed group and a private group. It's very Zen-like. A lot of beautiful memes are posted. There's conversations. There's healing. And this sort of a thing. It's a good place to be. Like I said, it's closed and private. Anything you do there or say there is kept in there. And you don't have to do or say anything. If you want to be a fly on the wall, be a fly on the wall. As long as you're adjusting what you're seeing in front of you and it's improving you and making you a little better. That kind of a thing. So I want to thank you all very much again for your presence and for being here. I'm moving on. I'm going to actually move into the next reading of Libra that's coming up in just a couple minutes. So you guys want to hang out, you're more than welcome. No problem at all. Thank you very much for being here. Enjoy the rest of this month. I just heard for somebody, let yourself fall in love. Stop putting the brakes on. Give yourself a shake. That's the last message for somebody. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. It was lovely seeing you all again. And I hope you have a beautiful month. I really wish you the best. All the love from the universe is coming through me, going directly to you. Good night, everybody.